Hey, my squad, welcome. I'm having some technical difficulties here, so I don't know if the notifications went out yet or if the sound is working. So I'm waiting on my desktop to let me figure that out. But oops, I cut off my light pad. So today I'm working on I just drew The Golden Valley by Chuck Penson. I'm doing this for Ticket to Ride and the Year of the Horse. Let's see, I'm 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm on starting the 6th section. This is a 93 by 70. So I do have a few things coming up. That I'll talk about here in a minute. That's involving my other canvas I'm working on for Blinging in the New Year and Mia's Witches and Wizards. I'll talk a little about what I'm going to do, but there will be a video. I'll film that after this live, and it'll be out. It'll be out either tomorrow because what I'm going to talk about is going to start on Sunday, and it'll be on Sundays. Well, the next 3 Sundays. So what I'm thinking of doing, well, I've actually implemented the next 3 Sundays what I'll be doing, and I don't know if it'll be every month, but I've broke down the 24 hours into 8-hour sessions. So there'll be 3 8-hour sessions starting at 10 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time, on Sunday the 18th, my birthday, which is the 25th, and February 1st, are the three Sundays that I've picked. And what I'm going to do is work on, there'll be breaks in there. I have a whole schedule of the breakdown time that I'll talk about in the video and everything. And then there'll be a couple breaks. I think each session I have 3 10-minute breaks factored in. But what I'll do is it'd be like a whip and chat style, but it'd be 8 hours. There may be times, well, hey, I'm the only one in the chat, So, hi, Mia. I hope my sound is working because I am having technical difficulties and couldn't check my sound beforehand. Yeah, I can tell my sound's working. Oh, let's see. YouTube wants me to set a goal. Okay. Every now and then YouTube asks me to set a goal. I don't know what it's for, but anyway. I just oblige. Give me 1 second. Hey, Kayleen, how are you? Give me 1 second and I'll be back where I can see chat. Okay. I couldn't see my chat. There we go. Okay, yeah, I was having trouble. I couldn't bring up my desktop at first so I could see the chat. Everybody's been getting sick around Kayleen. I have a lot of friends that are sick right now. Yeah. This weather has been so bipolar and crazy. Move it down just a little. I got my desk set up a little bit differently right now than I normally do. I'm working flat on the desk with this canvas. With this canvas being 93 by 70, I found out that's the easier way to work with this one instead of working on my easel. But yeah, like I say, I will be filming a video later today about my upcoming 8-hour lives. There's going to be 3 of them. And I'll talk all about that in that video. That should be out tomorrow because I've got the first live planned for the 18th, then one planned for the 25th, and then one planned for the 1st of February. The idea is to do it like a whip and chat style, but on live and work. I mean, I have breaks that I'll be taking. It's when I factored it out and had it break it down for me, it factored in 10-minute breaks, a couple 10-minute breaks. But yeah, so I'll be talking about that. But what factor it, I'm going to try to get as much, or if not all, of Woodsy Witch done in those three different 8-hour sessions. I'm not as worried about putting this one in an 8-hour session because this one's huge. So this one actually works for Ticket to Ride right now, and You're the Horse. Depending on how much I have left on this by next month, I may be able to. I know I can use it for Love Is in the Air. But I'm thinking I may be able to use this for a retro cult classic, because one of my favorite classic movies is The Secret Garden. I love that movie. I have always loved that movie. And it kind of also gives me Anne of Green Gables vibes too. So that's another classic show. I know, Mia. My my goal is to get some diamond painting done during the 8 hours. We'll see. We'll see. Especially because the one that's scheduled for Sunday the 25th, that's my birthday, so that would be a late night birthday live. But it started 10 a.m. and ended 6 a.m. The following morning. Oh yeah, I've heard. And I'm already anticipating. I'm in the sky right here right now is a lot of color blocking. But the tree over here was a lot of confetti, and I can anticipate as I get going over to this other side here. Um, Let me see. Where's my there's, um. So here's. Let me see. Let me move forward a little bit. There we go. Oh, no, that way. That way. Here we go. So right now, I'm in this area right here. Um, but yeah, as soon as I get over into this mountainous area, which will be starting in the next two sections I work on, yeah, that's gonna be confetti heavy. So, oh, that's right. You're live Sunday during the day for me, Mia. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. How did I forget? And I'm always in your live. I don't know how I forget the day. But yeah, um so right now, I got a good bit of color blocking, but I know as I get over in this section over here, like right in here, um that is a lot. There's a lot of confetti in that area, but it don't bug me. Um, Confetti don't bug me at all. I'm one that I don't mind either one. Just like I'm team square, a square and team round. I know there's people out there that are, team either team round or team square. I'm team both. Same with confetti and color blocking. Um, I love both kitting up and kitting down. You know, some people don't like either. Um, I guess I'm just not normal. I'll just leave it at that. I'm not normal. Um, I don't know, Mia. I don't know. Oh. Kayleen, that's a good thing that it's not gotten worse. That it's still steady at a. Uh, I mean, macular degeneration is not a good thing, anyway. And all, but it not getting worse. That's a good thing. Yeah, but like I said, Mia, I don't know how I forget. Um, I woke up the other day and think it was only Saturday, and I was thinking it was Tuesday, and it was time. I was late from my live stream. I log into StreamYard. I sit down at the desk, get the cameras set up, log into StreamYards, and it says that it's not for. I forget what it said, but it's not till blah blah date. And I'm like, I had to look at the calendar because I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Did I schedule it wrong? No, I just had the wrong day. Macular degeneration is basically, Mia. It affects your eyesight. I've heard other people that have macular degeneration taking that Kayleen. They said it's helped them out a lot. But yeah, so I don't know how I was like, I like jumped what 3 days, 4 days. I'm like thinking it's only Saturday, and I was thinking it was Tuesday. Oh yeah, I do too. I do too. But so after the live, I will be filming a video that go out. To, I'll probably set it to go out tomorrow because it'll be about the 8 hour lives. There's, like I say, there's going to be three of them: the 18th, the 25th, and the 1st of February. Um, and I may actually look at and schedule them maybe once or twice a month after these initial three. It just depends on how it goes. Yeah, I mean, if you're seeing a benefit in it, Kayleen, I would. Um, if you're seeing beneficial results, then stay on course with what you're doing. Um, I've heard a lot of people say that they found natural herbs and supplements that work for different things as well, or supplements on the market that you can get right over the market. Hey Gail, um, and it's really been helping them. Yeah, because I know some people that yeah they had it, and sometimes it can be very aggressive, and then other times it doesn't really progress much. Um, but yeah, it all depends on the person themselves, I guess, and their body um and all. But I've seen people be diagnosed with it, and 2 months later they've lost their eyesight due to it. And then others like you, Kaylee, um, where it's not progressing. It's one of those crazy type of yeah, you do, Mia, you do. Um, but it's also one of those crazy type of um health issues that you never know how it's going to affect a person, you know. But yeah, I've seen health issues that person was healthy, doing fine, and then boom, you know, whatever the issue has struck them, and um, sometimes they recover from it, and sometimes it takes a real bad toll on them, and but so other than the video I have coming out that I'll have coming out tomorrow. I don't have no other channel news right now. But I figured every now and then doing these 8-hour live sessions will help me actually work on these diamond paintings, and keep my whips kind of low, because I'm shooting to go into 2027 with no whips. That would be my 3rd year in a row. But it all depends on how much of this, if I can get this canvas done by December. Yeah, it is, Kayleen. I've seen a lot of, actually, I've had 2 friends actually in December, last year. They, they were doing fine. All of a sudden they got really sick and went downhill, and both of them lost their life. Um, it was crazy. And, one, she was 40, I think she had just turned 45. And then the other one, she'd have been 49 this month, because me and her were born in the same month. So, but she was actually a year older than me. Yeah, I know, Mia. It's just this is the first time I've never done a canvas bigger than a 70 by 80. So this is my first time doing a large canvas. I mean, really large canvas. Like I said, the biggest I've ever done was wasn't quite 70 by 80, but it was close to about the 70 by 80. It was 60 something by 70. No, what was it? It was 68 point something by 80, 87 point something, I believe it was, or almost 80.7 inches, I think. Yeah, yeah. Last year, Kayleen, I went from having, in about July, was it July or August? I had 11 whips, and by December 22nd, 23rd, I had finished my last whip. But they were all whips I was different ones I was actually doing for the some other events, but they also fit into, a couple of them fit into the Asian year-long event, so I was able to use them for that. Oh, that's right. We have the grand finale of the Asian year-long event the day before my birthday. That's hard to believe that I worked on, oh my God, I forget how many canvases it actually was, but every canvas I used for the Asian year-long event, I finished, you know. I still can, and I actually, I believe I had posted a canvas for all 12 months of the event. So, which I really, really enjoyed that event. That event was, I like the year-long events. Um, because you could take your time working on. I gotta post my progress today, so I'll take that picture after the live. Um, because I gotta post ticket to ride progress too. I believe it's triple tickets this time. So the year-long events are really fun because of, like I say, you can take your time and you don't have to rush. You know, um, so you can do a larger canvas. It was, Mia. It really, really was. I had so much fun doing that event. Um, and when Kat came out with and said she was doing the year of the horse, because and I didn't realize the Chinese zodiac sign this year for this the year was the year of the horse this year. And I was born in 78, which makes me a earth horse. Um, and I'm like, I already knew I was doing. I think she said something about the year of the horse way before. I don't know if it was before Showcast came out with the theme for Ticket to Ride. But I knew that this check pattern would be perfect for that because there's the three horses. I believe it's two or three horses standing over in the corner, but I'm nowhere close to even working on the horses yet. Um, okay, yeah, yeah. Oh, it's double tickets, Kayleen. I knew I'd seen that it was either double or triple. 'Cause I know she's been poor Cheryl. Poor Cheryl. She's had trouble with Facebook. Uh, we keep telling her she do the lives over on yeah, I haven't actually started my campus for Mia's cat event yet. So I have for her witches and wizards, which woo, I'm dropping things. Um so this is what I got done on Wicked Witch. Um when I go to start the next section, I'll actually be doing the bling for her face and everything. So you see, I blinged her hat. Um, I put 310 ABs in her hat, and I also have 310 ABs going in her dress and her boots as well. But um, I have a there we go. I have four four or five um changes I've done to that. I know, I love Cheryl to death, but I believe, yeah, I believe if she used StreamYards and she'd be could do her lives a lot easier over on YouTube because poor Facebook does not does not like to work with her. She was having issues posting or something. She showed it. It would give like red exclamation point when she would try to post something. Um, and everybody was telling her it was probably like what I think Anita and Nick and them had going on with um Phoenix Fantasy when they number for Phoenix Fantasy. if you number too many times, like more. I think Anita said her sweet spot's around, I think, like 20, something like that. It thinks it's spam. So it dings you for what is it? Something in deceptive practices, something like that. I had it happen to me once because I was post when I used to do product reviews, and I would post um like lots of different links and stuff, and I would try to post them like one right after the other, and I had to learn to wait about a few minutes between each one before posting the next one. Facebook has gone crazy. It really, really has gone crazy. It used to be a time you could post like every five, like 1 second, 1 minute right after the other, and Facebook never got you or anything. Now they'll ding you for, they think it's spam. Um, so, but oh, I don't know. Because usually by now she's done had a live, and she wasn't able to do that because of I guess Facebook had her in Facebook jail. Um, and that's the only thing we can think that a lot of us could think of is that it was, where she's given us, our tickets and everything. Um, yeah, yeah, I got dinged like that too, Gail, one time for like liking, I think I was like, I, like I liked like 10, 15 things like boom, 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 right, right since I can't say the word secession. And they dinged me, saying that I forget what they called it. But I was in face jail for, I think I was only in there for like a day, or about, it was about an hour jail. I mean, some of the stuff that you see on Facebook now, um, you know, back back, before it became Meta or whatever it is, um, if you reported it, it would get taken down. Now you can report crap over there that is against guidelines, and it doesn't get taken down. It is so crazy. I have left a couple different groups because they allow people to post um, some very vulgar stuff, and nothing it gets reported, and nothing gets done about it. But yet, if I was to go and report that stuff, it would happen. Yeah, yeah, something like that, Kayleen. Yeah. Or if you post too many posts, like if you post one post and then 5 seconds later you post another post, and then 5 seconds later, 5 seconds, it's like, it's crazy. I mean, basically, I talked to family and stuff over there. Oh yeah, yeah, I know. I hate it too, Mia. Because one of the things I reported was it was clear. You could tell it was animal abuse, and that's a message I got back. Thank you for bringing this to our attention, but it doesn't break our community's rule. Blah blah blah. I'm like, they're beating the heck out of a puppy, and, and that doesn't break community. I'm like, oh my god, or it's crazy. I mean, I talked to a few friends and family over there, and other than that, the only thing I use my Facebook for is to post out my YouTube. Other than that, I really don't share or post much on Facebook anymore because it's like you know, I've actually had people. I posted what is the picture of? Oh, it was one of the Care Bears that said this on his stomach says "I don't give a fuck." I got I got flagged and put in Facebook jail for that. But yet somebody else could post something raunchy or vulgar or against terms, and I mean, I use groups over there too, which I really need to sit down and go through and leave groups that I don't even participate in anymore. Um, there are a lot of groups I don't even participate in anymore. Because, I mean, they really don't post much. I mean, I can understand break the silence, um, um, share the care, um, ticket to ride, ticket to ride. Those groups I understand 'cause they're only for that. They're there during during the event. We post a lot in there, but some of those groups we don't post a lot after the event, but we can if we want. Um, because I think Adam and Eve are leaving the Asian Yellow group up. Um, that we could post pictures and stuff in and all that of Asian things. But there are groups over there that I joined when I first started diamond painting, and I don't even see posts from in the groups anymore. Um, and I'm thinking if I haven't been in the group, if I haven't participated in the group in over I'm going to say a year and a half, then I'm just going to leave the group. You know, uh, there's still lots of groups though that I do participate in. Like your group, Mia, of course, mine, which I need to get better at posting stuff over there. Um, J Robs and Crashleys and Tima and Cheryl and Coquisha's Break the Silence and Nick's. Um, oh my God, there's a few others, and of course I'm doing this the whip detox. That's with Queen of Diamonds and oh, Sparkling Nana. I believe that's what her name is on Facebook. So I'm doing that, which I want to post progress on that this week. I need to make myself a note while I'm thinking about it. Because if I don't, I would totally forget this. Oh, there's my goals for 2026. Finish all campuses by the 31st of December. Do events that make me happy and feel welcome. 24-hour challenge for campus. Finish it in 24 hours. Split it up over a few videos, which I've already set that. So let's see. This is number 10. There we go. I wrote that down so I'll know to do that later. Uh, I believe she will be live Saturday because I see that I answered the riddle. I put up my progress in the whips. Um, so I believe her and Anita are live Saturday because I don't think if she wasn't going to be live, she would have put up they would put up the whip and riddle. That's what it is. Wow, why am I blanking on my words today? Yeah, I know. I hope she's feeling. I hope her and Mr. E are feeling a lot better. Sinuses are no joke. Sinus problems and then getting sick from your sinus problems, that is no joke. That can like wipe you right out. Take you down. It takes you down. Um, and then it's like you scramble, when you okay, Mia, when you do come back, you're scrambling to I need to put some more diamonds in here. You're scrambling to catch yourself back up and you wind up, kind of wearing your body down again, you know? Or at least I know that's how it's worked for me. Um, but I've had to learn to give my body time to rest, instead of trying to push to get things done. Um, I've actually, that's happened to me with my YouTube life. Um, when I first started YouTube, I went live every day. I went live every single day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. Um, and I quickly learned, that, that was causing me to burn out. So then I went to, like, I believe it was Monday, Friday, and then I would do occasional ones on Saturdays and Sundays. And even that was a little daunting for me. So eventually, when I got into doing crafts, I went to 2 or 3 times a week. Um, and I finally eventually settled on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That works, for me. Um, Getting time in, that was a little tricky at first. Because I didn't want to step on anybody else's toes. But then I was told by a big creator that talks about YouTube and doing YouTube and stuff, that if we were to schedule our lives around other people's lives, we'd never have a chance to go live for ourselves. That there's always going to be the chance that you're live and somebody else is going to be live at the same time. But that's like I say, that's why there is the hashtag replay, you know? Um, and I'm also one, I know I don't have a lot of people in my lives, but I also understand people have a life outside of YouTube. They have work, they have kids, they have pets. And believe me, the pets can be demanding. I have a guinea pig that is demanding and a cat. Um, you know, so I understand people have to come and go or might not be able to make it. And then there's also time zone differences too. Like with Mia, I forget how many hours ahead of us she is. And then of course Carrie, um, she is in New Zealand, so it's already what, Friday for her. I believe it's already Friday for her. Early Friday morning, but it's Friday for her, and um, other people, they're in, different time zones. Like, um, I'm East Coast, so anybody that is in the middle of they're like what, another hour behind me, and then Snuggy and Leanne and Kara, and then they're in Texas. They're I believe, 2 hours behind me. And then I believe anybody who, like Ditzy and anybody on the West Coast time zone, Tia and all them, um, they're I believe 3 hours behind me. And then Hawaii and Alaska, I think, are even further behind. 4 hours behind me. Alexa, what time is it in Hawaii?
It's 9:47 a.m. in Hawaii.
Yeah. So it's still like they're like still way behind us. But it's weird. So that's why I say I have the open door, revolving door policy. Come and go as you want, and as you need. But yeah, so like I said, Kayleen, I see, they put out the the riddle me, the was it riddle me this, and the whip. So I'm taking it. Nick's plans to be live on Saturday. Hopefully everything is good and that goes good. She is able to, because I really, really miss my Saturday night lives. Um, you know, you don't realize, how much you miss that interaction until it's not there for a while. Um, it's like any of my friends that are creators, you know, um, or even if I, have to take off of a live. Like, I wasn't really feeling up to par on Tuesday, but I mean, I still did a live, but I only did about a half an hour live. I just wasn't me. But you know, you get so to yeah, we don't get to meet. We're not meeting in person, but yet our lives are like we're getting together to have a party, or to hang out and chill and catch up with each other and you know find out how everything's going with each other and um, and it's nice, like over the holidays. I kind of was during the holiday premieres. I kind of was MIA. I mean, I caught some of the premieres, but I didn't actually say anything in any of them. Um, and I had people reach out to me, asking, making sure I was okay, you know, and that meant a lot. It really did. They took the time to reach out and make sure, things were okay. But yeah, I'd miss, and it also throws a weird monkey wrench kind of into your schedule. I knew Nix and Anita were taking the rest of December off. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to mentally prepare myself for this. It kind of worked it was for the first few Saturdays, before Nix posted about her being sick. I'm going to wait, like, wait a minute, where's Nick's? Where's Nick's? And then I thought, oh, that's right. They took the rest of December off. I was so used to, how I planned my weekends out, of what I do on a Saturday night, and it was it took me a few to get used to, that, but um, it's like a hole, it's gonna get filled back in, but it's like your mind just can't wrap around that. That okay, it's going to be filled back in. It's going, you're going to go back to your normal, scheduled programming, but you just gotta wait. It's like me with especially it kind of reminds me of when a TV show goes you know, um break for the season, and you're like, okay, what am I gonna do? Now that um that's not there. Just like with the Asian year long event, you know, on Saturdays I had all the different things I watch, and then I knew at 4 o'clock on these certain Saturdays was the something with the Asian year long event. Now I've got to reprogram myself because I know I'm still going to do some Saturday stuff, but he said, and I think he said the last Saturday, I believe was saying the last Saturday of the month he's going to do a live, but now I've got to plan myself, okay, what am I going to fill in on these Saturdays, you know, with now. So, um, but it takes you a little bit to, when you get in a routine and your routine gets kind of hiatus for a little bit. And then, you got to try to get into back into the routine. So, um, but anyway. Oh, I wonder if Nick's got my car. Oh, my Christmas card. There's a story behind the whole me sending Nick's her Christmas card again. Um, when I did my addresses on the cards, somehow I didn't space out Nick's address right. So it got sent back to me, and I left it in the envelope with the funky address that I wrote on there, and I had to send it back out to her. So I hope she got that. Um, I felt so bad too because I'm like, oh my gosh, and that's not the first time I've done something like that to send somebody, something like that. So, but yeah, and I wrote her a little letter and put in there telling her, what had happened and everything. So it was, yeah, it was a nut moment. But so. And Kaylee, oh my gosh, Corona is really, really loving the blankets that you picked out. She actually, and she's not done this with any of her other ones, but she will pull the corner of it up and tuck herself into the blanket. I've tried getting a picture of it, but where she doesn't, it's in her house. I can't really get a picture of her all curled up in it, but it's so stinking cute. And I really, really thank you for what you sent. I really, really loved it all. And I can't wait to work on that little bunny. Oh my God, he is so cute. Um, I want to get the monkey too eventually. I seen they have a monkey that's done like the bunny. So I kind of want to get that eventually. You know, because my niece is my one niece. You know, she was like a little monkey. Um, and then my other one, she loves love bunnies. And then I have another canvas that is this is crazy frog. I think of my nephew with that one. So I think that is all. Get out of here, Woodbuck. Where did you come from? I put spray down and you guys are still coming around. Must have been on the wood I brought in. Okay, yeah, that's all that color. But yeah, so if I can get a picture of her doing it, I will, and I'll post it. Okay, I forgot. It's gotta go in two different bottles. There we go. I was like, whoa, I overfilled the bottle. I know where this was one of my oldest kits in my stash. I've noticed that my stickers don't really want to stick in at some points. So I've had to rewrite on the bottle what's in there. Um, Hold on, guys. I need to check something really quick. It was just one of my favorite TikTokers just posted a new TikTok on his page. Oh my God, his name is Austin Martin, and he's the one that sings that Wrangler Jeans song. Oh my God, and what's the other one? Wolf of Backstreet. Um, got a couple others. Oh my God, I so love his music. Wolf of Backstreet. Different day. Sky. All right, there we go. Wow, how is it 3 o'clock already? How have I been live an hour already? Don't seem like I've been live an hour already. Hold on a minute, guys. What? There we go. Sorry, I'm back, guys. What's I talking about? Oh, yeah, he's one of the newer artists I've been listening to. His name's Austin Martin. Um, really good music. And then there's oh, his name is something Webb. He's really good too. So of course I'm still into my country music, and I love me some Jelly Roll. Um, like I am a huge Jelly Roll fan. Lately, TV, I've mostly been watching A&E crime shows and um, you know, like um, Animal Planet, like Northwoods Law, and those type of shows. Of course, I've been watching Fire Country, Sheriff Country, um, you know, NCIS Origins. NCIS Sydney's growing on me, though. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of NCIS Sydney, but it's growing on me. Um, I don't know. I've always loved my crime shows, you know. Welcome back, Mia. But yeah, so let's see. So I'll film that video once I get off the live and get that up by tomorrow, so people have a chance to um see it before the lives. And then I gotta schedule those lives. I mean, I was up like till 4 or 5 o'clock this morning. You know, getting all the information for the, because I have schedules for the you know, lives. I have like an itinerary like schedule for each live. You know, and only the one on the 25th, the one on my birthday, has a different live. The name is different than with the actual, when I do these 8 hour lives. Um, it's gonna have a specific title. But because one of them falls on my birthday, um, it got a special name. So so yeah, so I'll film that, like I said, later this afternoon and edit that. Um, let's see, tonight's Thursday, so let's see who is live. Oh, Tammy, Diamond Painting with NMD. Tammy is live. Tonight. I forget what time it is. But I know she's live. Other than that, I don't really have a lot of people I watch on Thursdays that are live. So, um, I actually really need to go through my, who I'm subscribed to, because there are a lot of channels that I use used to watch it they're not even they're there, but they don't post anymore. They don't do YouTube anymore, but their channel's still there. So if you don't post after, I give people a year and a half, and if they haven't posted in a year and a half, if it's there's other than I understand if it was a medical or family reason behind it, or something like that, they've had to take a hiatus because of personal or issues, then I give it grace there. But if you just drop off the face of the earth with no explanation, yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time, because all I'm doing is watching, you know. Oh, I forgot she was live on Thursdays, Gail. I totally forgot she was live on Thursdays. I really need to sit down and write down everybody's schedule that I watch, and go from there. All right, Kayleen, I'll catch up with you later. I'm pretty sure I'll see you around in other live streams that I go to over the the rest of the week and the weekend. But yeah, so let's see. We're just at a little over an hour. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll run into each other somewhere in live streams, Mia, over the next few days. And, oh, that's right. You have your 8-hour live tomorrow, right, Mia? I keep forgetting tomorrow's Friday. Okay, yeah, I'll be there at some point. I'm always fashionably late. Usually, just as you're going live, I'm just usually waking up. I have to unroll this when I go to take my progress picture. But it's not a full one, but it's like the foam roller that comes on some canvases. So I've used that to roll up the most of the canvas. Yeah, true. But you know me, I'm usually there most of maybe 20. I'd say the latest I've been to one of your 8-hour lives has been about 30 minutes. Yeah. Usually I'm there the whole time. Not saying I'm coherent the whole time, but I'm there. This is going to be one pretty canvas when it's done. No, it's only 312. Yeah, they just with a little pop up. Yeah, I was getting ready to say the same thing. I'm like, wait a minute, where'd that hour go? But yeah, so. Yes, you did. We have fish in there. We have that fish. I want mine done with butter and Old Bay. Swahi. Swahi. It's Swahi. We've eaten it all the time. To me, it tastes just like tilapia. Yeah, true, Mia. Oh, I'm also live at the same time I'm talking to you. I know, it's right. Mom was asking me what I was talking about. And then I'll just make it when I'm done my live. I just do it like I do the tilapia. I just put it in the pan with butter and Old Bay and saute it up until it gets to the point I can break it apart. I don't know why I like doing it to my fish. I don't know. I do need to get in the freezer though and get a vegetable out. I'll make it in a little while. I'll make my own in a little while. Huh? Sorry, I kind of had my. Oh, excuse me. Where did that come from? I kind of had my head down. That's why I probably couldn't hear me. Because I am diamond painting away. I have a feeling I might be by the weekend. I think I might. What have I got? Like, I might be 2 sections over, or two, well, maybe 4 sections over. By the next time I go live with this canvas. This one is going to be, I like I say, this is in a year-long event, so I'm taking my time and I need to measure a 30 by 40 section out on it because I think for retro called classic, I need at least to do at least a 30 by 40 section. So I want to measure that out on it, and so I know that is how much I have to do, which is no big deal. I mean, I could do a 30 by 40 in no time. So let's uh I know I'm gonna also carry this to carry over, like I say, through the whole year, but I also can carry this over into a few other events. Of course, the carryover for Ticket to Ride. I believe Ticket to Ride's 12 weeks. If I'm not mistaken. And I think I might do fries with fish. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm hoping to, like I say, get a lot more done on it over the weekend. At least this top section. So what I'm doing is I'm doing like, two sections. I'll do, you know, I have it sectioned out. Right now I have it release paper across the whole canvas, section 3 down. These are 4x6 release papers, which I have some crashly papers coming, so I can't wait. I think they should be here tomorrow. So I'll probably do a video on that tomorrow too. That'll probably go out Monday. If they get here tomorrow, that'll probably go out on Monday. But so that's how I've sectioned out, and so I'm doing like 2 sections at at a time across. And then once I get all those sections done, I'll go back in and I'll put underneath of the third row of papers I have, I'll put 2 more rows of papers and do the same thing like I did here. I found that's easy, to work this canvas. It also, I found it was easy to just lay this canvas flat on the desk, over the top of the late pad, and work that way. And I figured out I can bring the camera arm down lower, so y'all can see better what I'm working on. So I'm getting a little bit better with that. Figuring out what works for me, or I'll see an idea somebody, is implementing, and it doesn't really fully work for me, but I figure out how to tweak it to work for what I need. Just like Tia and Man Bun were talking in her live last night about blinging. When we get a canvas, we have the creative license once we get that canvas to change whatever we want. Oh, okay, Mia. See, I can't just, I mean, if it's a small canvas, like 30 by 40 and smaller, yeah, I could probably finish it in a day. If I sit there and work on it or a couple days, but most of the time I can't just sit there and do it for I think the longest I've ever diamond painted was 14 hours in one day. So but that was because I wanted to get canvas done. It was for a Christmas present at the time. But yeah, so the longest I've ever sat in diamond paint was 14 hours. Um, I mean, I could probably sit longer if I really put my mind to it, but there's some, you know, your body will tell you when you know, yeah, I can't take no more. And I've had to start listening to that. Um, I hate when we do you know, I get to a point where I want to just push myself and keep pushing, pushing, pushing to get something done, knowing that it's taking a toll on me. So, not only physically, but mentally. So, I've learned to, when my body says, "Yep, I'm done," you know, time to shut down, um, go to bed. You know, I've learned to listen to that somewhat. There are a few exceptions. It's like when I get going down one of those TikTok rabbit holes watching TikTok videos. Um, I love watching "Am I the Asshole" videos. Or people reading, you know, "Am I the Asshole" from, you know, off of Reddit. I don't know what it is about those videos. I love sitting and watching those. Yeah, I could sit here probably about the same, Mia, or longer, but um, after a point, I have to give up and, you know, stretch out and lay down. But I mean, I probably could push, if I, on a good day, I probably could push myself to sit here for quite a few hours and work on something. But um, I've learned that it doesn't always, you know, my back and, you know, don't always like it. Even though I got a cushion on the chair and I put a cushion behind me, it still, after a point, tells me, yeah, no, I want to go somewhere else. You know, I need to stretch out. So let's see, we're almost at an hour and a half. Yeah, I do too. I make sure I take breaks, you know, and get up and stretch and things like that. All that good jazz. But anyway, so let's see. Like I say, I'm going to start my first 8-hour live of the little challenge thingy series on on this Sunday the 18th. Um and then I will be, as far as I know, I'm live on Tuesday next week. And let's see. Yeah, and Thursday next week. I had to think what the dates were. So that. Be on the lookout for a video coming out tomorrow about the upcoming 8-hour lives. And I will make Facebook and group posts and a YouTube community tab post with the information as well. Let's see what else. Oh, go away. Thank you. Trying to think of what else. It's the only other problem about my chair is I catch myself moving in the chair and sitting on the edge of the chair. Like, I don't know why I do that. I mean, I sit down in the chair the right way, and then halfway through diamond painting, I'm like sitting right on the edge of my chair. And that's a me thing. I don't understand why I do that. But anyway. So I might not finish all this on the live. This whole section. Only because I want to film that video so I can get that edited and post it tomorrow. Not exactly sure what time it'll post tomorrow. I may actually make that one go out early so people see it early. You know, but we'll see. Oh my gosh. Excuse me, guys. I didn't mean to yawn. Telling you, this section through here is pretty. The combination of it's not really white. But it's an AB. It's a creamy color AB. It's Diamond Art Club's number 129 AB. Do I have, yeah, let me see. I have the chart for that. Oh, it's 3078. Is that AB. And then it's let's see, what is it? 3855 and 744 are the colors scattered through the sunset area of this. I believe this is a sunset. I don't think it's a sunrise. I believe it's a sunset. But then again, it could be a sunrise. I have to look at it again where the sun actually is in the picture. But I know the sun is coming up through the mountain right here somewhere. Or going down. So, but I think I'm going to call it a sunrise, actually. Because of the brightness of the sky. You know. Anywho, okay, we're just at an hour and 30, over an hour and 30 minutes. So, yeah, I have to look at the picture closer. Let me see. Because, I mean, to me, with the brightness of that, I mean, I would think it's more of a morning sunrise. You see, there's the horses. It's actually 4 horses in this picture. I thought it was only 3. There's 4. Um, but yeah, I'm thinking it's more of a sunrise, and that would actually fit with it being a sunrise. Would actually fit with my story for the Ticket to Ride destination cuisine, which is a true story actually. So yeah, it's an actual true story. But I may actually, depending on how much I have left by the checkathon, I may actually put this in the checkathon. I've actually never did that check because this is my very first check pencil that I actually own 2 check pencils now, but this was the very first check I was ever gifted. No, I won this. That's right. And so I I had been apprehensive to do this canvas, just because of the size. But I was the same way when, with a 30, I only did 30 by 30 and smaller for the longest time. And then I went to, I was able to do 40 by 40s. And then after that, I did my very first 40 by 50. And once I did a 40 by 50, it was like I was able to start gradually stepping up on sizes, on this, doing the different sizes. And but this one just, I think, intimidated me because it's so huge. The side, it wasn't, when I look at the canvas, it's like, okay, it's really not as big as I think it is. But when you look at it in centimeters, canvases seem like so gigantically huge. Like, this is a 93 by 70, okay? But in inches, Alexa, what is 93 centimeters by 70 centimeters in inches?
The dimensions are about 36.61 inches wide and 27.56 inches tall. That's the size in inches.
So basically, this is what? Less than, I don't know why it seems so huge to me. Hey, Momo. Kayleen, she's not, she stepped away, Momo. She said she had to go. I've got this one, and I have, Gail, I have Apex of Fate off of the Diamond Art Club on Amazon. So it's a little small one. But yeah, but I'm thinking it, if Yeah, I couldn't do the math in my head, right off the top of my head of that converting that from centimeters to inches. So I just asked her, and I kind of like the new voice too. You know, because it got that new, was it Alexa Plus? Um, so I like the new voice, and she seems a lot easier in helping you with things. So, and has anybody noticed? I noticed it today when I went in. If you have Gems Flow, has anybody else's Gems Flow updated? Because it is like totally changed now. I'm going to show you what I mean. Um, oh, this one's not doing it. But on my other one, on my other device, it looks different. It'll tell me it's got the projects I'm working on first, and then even this is different. Okay, so for some reason it's different on my tablet than it is on my phones. Wow, that's weird. I would think it would be the same on my tablet as it was on the phone. Huh. Okay. No Chucks for you, Mia. Yeah. Chucks are usually known for their confetti heaviness, Mia. But I think you would like a Chuck, but other than the size wise, they're huge. I mean, Chucks are full of confetti. No, Mia just wants it. Mia wants a canvas that's all color blocking. I can see Mia shaking her finger at me now from Denmark. No, you know, landscapes aren't for everyone. Everybody, I know a lot of people that don't like doing landscapes. Me, I'll do everything but a creepy clown, except Jigsaw. I don't understand why I'm not scared of that clown. I am not scared of Jigsaw, and I'm not scared of circus clowns. But any other creepy clown, I'm scared of them. But I am not scared of Jigsaw for some reason. Ooh, I think I may either do him or Bloodbath for Rude, Nude, and Crude and Dark. Um, um, I don't know. I'm scared of creepy clowns like It and Pennywise. But for some reason, I look at Jigsaw and all I see is Pinocchio, like a Pinocchio character with these big bullseyes on his face. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. So I mean, I have a fear of clowns, but I just don't have a fear of all clowns. Um, I'm only scared of certain clowns. You know, I didn't even, I can't even look at the Insane Clown Posse either. Those faces creep me out too. But you know, it is what it is, I guess. You know, the only other fear I have is small spaces. So I am claustrophobic. And that's not good for an asthma patient, being claustrophobic. But anyway. But I had one of those canvases too from a giveaway. It's Raven something art or something like that. And one of them is called Lowrider. That's Jigsaw. And then the other one is Bloodbath, and it's I can't remember if it's Jason or Freddy's head coming up out of the water, or out the instead of the water being water, the water's blood. You know. But I can't remember if that's Freddy or Jason coming up out of that. So. But I was figuring I could do one of those for Rude, Nude, Crude, and Dark. You know, they would fit that theme. So. Oh my gosh. Okay, I know Retro Cult Classic is February. June is June Pride. I want to say March. Is that March? Gail, I can't remember off the top of my head right now. And oh my god, I've done Retro Cult Class. Rude, Nude, and Crude for the past 3 or 4 years. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. Let me see. If my tablet will ever load, I'll find out. Oh, you're welcome. It's August. I believe it's August. Gail. Yeah. Um. Yeah. So Retro Cult Classic is February. June Pride is, of course, in June, and then Rude New Crude and Dark is, I believe, August. Unless Christopher's changes it, that's what it said for last year. So, but I actually really need to lock down a schedule of all the events I'm going to do this year. Normally have them all put together in a Word doc for for the month, but I fell behind on doing that this month. So let's see. Okay, we're almost to the 2 hour mark. So it's probably where I'll stop today is 2 hour mark. I mean, I have been diamond painting since 12 p.m. So 12, 1, 2. It's a 5 hours working on a canvas today, so it's not bad. Probably got about another 2 or 3, maybe 2 hours of work. With the confetti down here in this corner, because I know I'm going to be plucking. So, but I also need to film a video, and then I need to get dinner, and then get settled for the night. So I'll probably put this up for the night and work on the rest of this tomorrow or later if I feel like it. I might do it later. I might get back up and work later. You got a grouch too? Because I know Zoe's a grouch. So that is that. I might do one more color before I jump out of here. Oh, I actually can. I gotta, instead of doing another color, I'm just gonna, I see. Oh, I didn't know he was doing a big canvas event, Gail. I need to move everybody over one and up one from there because I just emptied a container. And I don't, my OCD does not allow me to put an empty bottle back in place where I had it. So that means I have to move, when I empty a bottle, I have to move everybody over, in line and put the empty bottle at the end. I don't get it. Oh, that's right. These are different bottles. That's right. I think these are different bottles. Let me see. Yep. So I can't do that. I have to actually put this at the end in the tray that it's in. Because these are two different oh, okay. These are two different storage containers, and one, the bottles, the lids are different on them. So, all right. So let's see. Let's go with. Let's see. I hate these stickers. The stickers want to come off right now. All right. I need the dot. That dot. 42. Oh, there it is. But yeah, I didn't know he had was going to be doing an event like that. I know he was supposed to be doing one with romance art. I did hear about that one. But I don't own any romance art canvases, so fingers crossed. Hopefully in the next I'd say three-ish, 4-ish weeks. I possibly will have my Alice in Wonderland canvas for April for Adam's event. Hopefully, if not, I may have to just cheer on the sidelines for that one. I mean, I do have an I believe an Alice canvas, but it's not licensed. So but if I don't get my canvas in time, then I will just be a cheerleader on the sidelines. Yeah, see, I don't have any Star Wars canvases. I'm not going to say I don't like Star Wars, but I'm not a big Star Wars fan. I mean, I watched it some growing up, but I really wasn't a fan of Star Wars. Now, I do like R2-D2 and C-3PO, and Jabba the Hutt, and I liked Jar Jar Binks. When he came along. But as for just sitting and watching Star Wars, every now and then I will. There ain't nothing else on, but yeah, so hopefully I'll have I'll get my Alice in Wonderland canvas. But like I said, if not, then I can always sit and, on the sideline and cheer people on what they're working on. I do have my canvas though for his I believe he's calling it Midsummer Magical, something like that. I think he's doing that in May, and that's also Phoenix Fantasy. So I think I'm gonna do Fiona for that one, the Dragon Fiona. I know for Ditsy's Diamonds in the Rough, when she does Diamonds in the Rough, I'm doing Sir Guinea Pig for that one. So yeah, so that'd be fun. So I do have some of the some of the events I do, I already have the the canvas planned out for it. So, but I'm thinking that I'm going to start this little cutie for Mia's cat event. It's an Amazon, but I think it's cute. Kitty cat and the butterflies and the flowers with the mountains behind it. So yeah, I just haven't kitted it up yet. God, I can't talk today. Number 20. I need one. There is only one of these in this section. I know, isn't it cute, Mia? I think it's darling. I just haven't kitted it up yet. I wanted to work on these two for a good little bit, and then I'll jump in with that. Oh, it's somebody leaving from across the street or whatever. I heard like a car. I thought they were outside my house. No, Adam is doing it's April, isn't it, Mia? That Adam's doing his Alice in Wonderland event. There's a couple people doing Alice in Wonderland events, but Adam is doing his in April. Yeah, he's doing that one in April, and then he's doing the one with the mythical creatures and all. He's doing that one in May. I do know that. So I think that's where I'm going to go ahead and end it for today. So that's what I got done. So as you can see, the tops of the mountains are starting to come out in this now. And then I'm like Mia. I think I'm going to, call it a sunrise instead of a sunset. I believe that it's a sunrise over the mountains. So that's where, like I said, I'm going to end today. And I will finish this off camera, this section. And I'll film my video for that I need to film. And then I will catch, thank you, Mia. I will catch everybody around in different live streams throughout the next couple days. Like I say, I will be doing my first 8-hour on the 18th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So like I say, that the video will go out for that. You too, Gail. So I will catch everybody later. Hugs, love, peace out, y'all.